Hello, and welcome back to Changed. What sort of strange, interesting, and dare I say arousing fates await our young hero tonight? We shall soon see. Just as a quick side note, if you see the game stutter, freeze, or go dim, that's when I'm muting my microphone. I have to click out of the window to do that. I can't just press a button to mute it on OBS while streaming from the window, because the window doesn't work on its own. But yes, that's all I really have to say here. And already we have a lovely, lovely new form to spend life in. How delightfully fluffy. That thing is trying to open the door. It doesn't look like you could outrun it forever. Your best shot is to find a hiding place. Quickly. Your pupils have violently contracted. The machine can't recognize you. What a shame. But perhaps not. Sadly, some living latex is stuck on the other side of the door. What beautiful markings. piles of books. Some nice garbage. Please, do not be afraid of me. I'm not going to assimilate you. I'm not the same as them. Please rest assured. You must have seen the hints that I posted on the wall. I know that humans must be very smart and excellent creatures. If you are human, then it would be easy for you to get here. I know that it's been hard, but thank you for coming here. Please, rest for a while. Do you want to talk? Suddenly I'm feeling a little nervous. Actually, you're probably more nervous than he is. But maybe he knows the code. It might be a good idea to ask him about this place. The roots of the potted plant are in a pile of leaves. There are latex beasts over there. Are you sure you want to go in? Without these books, I'd probably be the same as the others. A mountain of books. We have metabolic needs too, so please, don't eat my fruit. Get your own fruit if you are hungry. This page is littered with a variety of words. None of appears to mean anything. Learning. Learning takes time. Pile of zoology books. Strange paintings. Please don't stare at them. A tired old potted plant. We can feel parts of ourselves no matter where they are. I can feel it when you step on that latex patch. So, please don't step on it. Wait, what? Seriously? Right in front of me? This tree used to have fruit on it, but not anymore. A pile of virology books. What a talented artist this young lad must be. You can't move it. Good, I'm glad you didn't run away or throw anything at my face. As you could see, I'm a so-called monster. Just a normal, nothing special monster who wants to be better. Actually, I'm no different than those things that you've seen before that want to transfer you. In fact, please try not to fall on me. The consequences are very serious. Well, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Perot. I'm a black latex monster. If I have a gender, I think I would be male. My apologies there, we're just adjusting something. I guess you were the one who was locked in that room. I'm not very good at writing, but I hope that the hints I wrote helped you to understand the situation better. I wrote it up and posted it on the wall. So, are you disappointed? The one who led you here isn't human. However, humans are still an excellent species. You really made it. You came all the way to the library by yourself. Sorry this place is a mess. I haven't cleaned it yet. It must have been the power failure that made your capsule open. At that moment, I realized that you were finally going to wake up. I've never had a conversation with anyone before. Nobody else speaks here. I might be bad at it, but I will try to do my best to answer your questions. It's a great honor to have a conversation with a real human. I studied here for ages, probably for this very moment. It's a great honor to talk with the species who created us. So what would you like to ask? How can you talk? Incredible, right? I was the same as those dark creatures you saw outside. Until one day I came to this library, and I took an interest in these books and the language you humans created. It was strange, but I started to look at these books filled with strange symbols and pictures. It fascinated me. I read as many as I could, but I eventually started to notice the patterns, repeated words, and labeled pictures. But I'm the only one who had the desire to learn. None of the others had the same interest in studying. I surprised myself that I learned to talk. Studying this was super hard, but I really wanted to improve myself. Human language, culture, and their entire world fascinated me so much. It would be awesome if I was human. At least, I learned to see better without motion sensing, but it's still such a challenge for me to read. Improve yourself. Oops. That was a mistake on my part. Do you want to be transferred? Never mind, I'm kidding. So what would you like to ask? My apologies. Yes, my species was created from a failed sample that humans produced. So I know that I'm naturally weak. But I've also read that humans used to be very weak as well, millennia ago. Maybe there could be a high IQ creature like me who could lead his kind to build their own civilization, like humanity did. I know it sounds stupid, but no matter what happens, I still want to give it a try. I try to better myself because I want my kind to be better. I don't want my kind to be doomed to failure and extinction. I want to be better. Evolution? I believe you've already seen those impressive crystals on the way here. When we die, our bodies dissipate, and only this white mask remains. After our masks fall to the ground, it sprouts the same type of crystals which you saw on the way here. The crystals break eventually, producing new creatures. Sometimes a few of them turn out to be different than the rest. I am one of those. The ones that can fly and that big guy are evolved more than most. The normal ones like me were created using wolves' DNA. Why me? I never saw what you looked like. I couldn't see into the capsule. But you turned out to be really, really weak, and not very big either. Even escape from that big tail was pretty difficult for you, wasn't it? Before, I was planning to lead you here and use your body for my own. But to tell you the truth, I was really disappointed when I first laid eyes on you. Looking at you, you're all thin and weak. It's a miracle that you managed to get here at all. We can only choose a host once before we're stuck with them. I'm not sure if I'd say you're worth it. We will go through all of these. We were the first samples they ever created, by the way. The white latex creatures were the next ones created by them. Better, smarter, improved. But as far as I can see, white latex still can't talk. So we're still better off. So we're still better after all. White latex have more stable body structures. They can't change nearly as much. Actually, this means that I'm pretty lucky after all. But I could improve even more if I gained a human host. It's actually our foundation. If the mask is broken, then our bodies can't stick back together. Because our bodies are made of latex, if our bodies are damaged, it will heal itself. But if our masks are damaged, then... What are you looking at me for? Like that? What are you looking at me like that for? This mask is very hard. Don't try anything stupid. It is ironic that after humans made us, they just disappeared. Or they left this building and moved to another place. I don't know exactly what happened outside. This building provides good protection. It has great sterilization system and good preservation conditions. The virus can't be spread inside here. People would be safe inside, but other people could. I read that when they wanted to destroy all of us failed samples. A big riot happened here. People outside knew the scientists were finding a cure for the virus. Then people outside just rushed into the building. They ransacked everything in this building and tried to find things called vaccines and serums. But those scientists weren't planning to give it to everybody, only for a small, sheltered group of humans. For them to survive and to not let humanity become extinct. The rioters ruined everything in this building. Research couldn't continue. Then we latex creatures broke out and now rule this place. Riot. Patients and scientists had a big conflict. Scientists explained to them how they were treating the patients, but it sounded ridiculous to try and cure them by changing their DNA and turning them into another creature. Then the big riot starts. Humans start to fight each other using iron sticks that shoot fire. Those things are very, very powerful. When they were fighting each other, a transferred person slipped into the crowd. Everything became chaotic. Half the crowd is turned and the rest run off while still attacking. Because of the riot, we escaped with our lives. Then, our hunting began. I know all these things from that big dragon guy. He's a super old elder. I was very young at the time. There are people grouping together in this building because they commissioned the vaccine and other plans. They hired scientists to create a vaccine to save themselves. I'm pretty sure you came here as a test subject. They apparently kidnapped people to help them. Of course, in the end, they failed. You may already know, but we are the failed samples, and because we have our own minds, the humans we transfer lose their own. They didn't want that at all, so they moved us all up to the idle office on the upper floor, and tried to destroy us. But guess what? Some escaped. It still scares me whenever I think about it. Other latex creatures escaped during the big raid as well, and they really messed up the place. They conquered here after the humans left. Then this place became our hunting area. Failure. Even though we could change our host's DNA, our host will also change us. After a human has been transferred, they lose their minds. They become a new creature. They'll think that they're a dark latex creature themselves. For those scientists, they didn't want this to happen. They only wanted to change the human's DNA, not their minds. Because of this, we were deemed failures. Of course, this wasn't the only reason. There were other reasons, like being smarter than they expected and not listening to what they said. Assimilation? After we assimilate a human, they will lose their minds briefly, and we gain energy from them. But after a while, we start changing the host's DNA. When we absorb enough energy from our host, we let them out of our bodies and they become one of us. If we only want to make ourselves stronger, we take energy from hosts. But I'm not exactly sure how they lose their minds. If you're curious, you could find one of my friends and try it for yourself. Just kidding. Genes. Humans have been on top of the food chain for a long time. They're remarkable creatures, but they don't care much for others. This virus may be a sort of judgment for them. It may be true that we parasitize on humans, but humans also parasitize the world. Don't worry about us, we'll still survive, even if there are no humans left. Animals can be hosts too. What, you don't care? I've wondered, after humans have been transferred, are they still themselves? It changes their DNA and appearance, but you could still call them human. Their bodies, thoughts, and compositions are all changed. Do they completely stop being human? It's so confusing. It's like asking if after ice changes into water, is it still ice? It's a philosophical question, and I never liked philosophy. Studying? It's super boring, but it also taught me a lot. It was very hard to learn the letters, very hard indeed. It was a miracle that I managed to do it. I'm grateful to these books. Because of them, I didn't hunt you down mindlessly. For my own sake, I need to study hard. To better myself, I need these books. To strengthen my species and myself. Then I'll go outside and see the real world. Writing makes communication easier, and you can experience things without doing them yourself. Only humans created writing. That's amazing. Sometimes I really wish I was a human. Unfortunately, we can't choose our fate. The other artificial creatures all have their own fates as well. We cannot change it. If it must be like this, so be it. I'm just a monster anyway. I'll just keep reading more books. Haha. Become human. Humans have strong bodies, intelligence, antibodies, etc. You guys have everything. Just look at me. Only one part is strong. The rest of me is soft and sticky. Super weak. I really want to be a human. Humans are the best creatures I've ever seen. I'm so envious of you, human. I'm fine. Don't be worried. Better. Better. Maybe I'm saying it too much, but I absolutely must be better. So I keep learning even though I can't write properly yet. I'm most interested in a strange genre called fiction. However, you turned out to be much weaker than I expected. Can't exactly continue my plan anymore. Books that are written by you humans always mention... excuse me. I still haven't gotten the hang of talking quite well yet. Books that are written by you humans always mention the word fate. It's strange that you guys don't believe in fate, but simultaneously do. Fortunately, your fate led you here instead of letting those latex creatures transfer you. Fate led us to meet each other. Fate is a wonderful thing. I'm interested in how your fate will turn out. Will it let you escape from this building or not? Don't look at me, I can't help you. I can't even go outside myself. Expansion. My species is new to this world. If we don't improve ourselves, then it will be very hard to do so in the future. But I'm certain we can do better than those white latex. I've tried to get my friends to read some books, but they just ate them. It's a long story on how I learned these things. Regardless, I'm happy that I'm the first. That's why I call myself Purro. Outside. Everything I know I've learned from books. You probably know more than me. I've never left this building. I was born here. You could say that this is my entire world. Leaving your planet and surviving in the rest of the universe is not so easy. Maybe there are creatures outside that only eat latex. Huh? No. White latex. Yeah, they're outside the door. They're white and they're really different from us. You just ran by one of them, don't you remember? Those white latex creatures control a lot of places that are way nicer than ours. So I need to be better. Better than them. About you. I'm Purro, a male. Don't think that if you scratch my belly, then I'll roll on the ground just because I look like a wolf. As for the gender, it only affects appearance. Both can reproduce by splitting, and both can transfer people. Gender is not important to us. It is a concept we don't fully understand. Why are you looking at me like that? Outside. I could see that you really want to escape. It's true, it's not safe here. You could be transferred at any time in this place. But it's difficult to escape. This building is super tall. You can't jump off the building like those white-hooded guys I've read about. And you can't fit into the ventilation pipes either. You can only run from those latex creatures. Human, you truly are weak. But you humans are very smart. Maybe there's a chance that you could escape. Escape from the tower? You already saw the balcony, didn't you? You should know how high it is. I can't jump off either. My mask would break. If you somehow find something that lets you fly, then you can try jumping. Air vent. This building may be impenetrable, but it has lots of ventilation pipes. For us, it's a super convenient way to move around. But sometimes my mask gets stuck on things. If you could make yourself small like an ant somehow, maybe you could use them. Smart. Using my hints, you escaped from all those monsters, passed by that big guy and came to me. That's something that required a lot of intelligence to do. That big guy only admires creatures who are smart and have strong determination. That big guy is the leader of the Dark Latex. I tried to reach him. I tried to teach him a few words myself. Oh, and I told him if he saw a human pass by, please send him to me. I'm glad he remembered. And with that, I think the rest of the dialogue we shall save for next time. So I leave you with Puro's question. Do you want to be transferred? He may say he is just kidding. And be shocked. Let me start that over. He may just be kidding, but that expression in your eyes, it seems you might want to take him up on that offer, am I not wrong? Well, maybe in the future. But for now, just try to stay human.